Okay. I ain't okay. Okay. Whew, listen, I really can't even believe I'm smiling right now because, yeah, so I quit. Remember, I quit my job. Was happy. Oh, I'm at peace. God, what we gonna do about the bills though? That's my thing. And yesterday I was in a funk because I was just like, I'm just trying to do something just to make sure the money rolling in, just to, make sure I don't fall behind on bills. And I had no peace in it. It didn't work out for me. And I really feel like God is trying to tell me you doing too much. And this season of rest, it means to rest. But then I'm just like, well, do I rest every day? I mean, I'm doing what you told me to do, but I still feel like I'm still trying to put my hand to something, and I shouldn't be. So I'm just waiting on the last confirmation. And this is why you can't operate with the double mind. You have to really know what God is saying in each season, what God is saying in your current season, your current situation. Because, oh my gosh, this is trying. This is really trying. You know? You know what is it? You hear the scriptures, you hear the encouragement. Yeah. Oh, that sounds so wonderful. It sounds so good. And move by faith. Oh, why not? Why not? Just move by faith. Just trust Father God. Yeah. And I'm doing that. I'm trying, but man. So yesterday I was just mentally I wasn't there. And I know it's because, and I listened to this lady, Deani Neves on YouTube, and she was just talking about there's a difference between us trying to do something out of desperation versus God placing something on our heart. And I kind of feel like it's desperation because I'm looking at everything in the natural, and I know God works in everything happens in the spiritual. I know God is working behind the scenes. That sounds so lovely. That sounds so lovely, but it's so true. But it's still that battle between the flesh and the spiritual, and I don't like it. And I kind of feel like I know for sure what my answer is. It's just sit still and work on what He's told me to work on. But it's just I need to know that I know that I know. Like I just need that another confirmation, God, because you know me, right? And so I was reading one of my Bible plans yesterday. I think it was titled Rest and Restoration, and it was just talking about entering God's rest. And so, I had to go back to Hebrews 4 and excuse me. I had to go back to Hebrews 4 and look at the notes that I wrote in your season of rest. When you're in a season of rest, there should be peace, enjoyment. It's no longer dependent on your own self, but you're depending on God. It's you're laying down your will, picking up God's will. Sounds so good. I think it was some other notes that I had, but I don't remember. But just be encouraged. And if you turn off social media, stop listening to people, don't take your problems to everybody. Actually sit and listen to what God is saying. Know what He is saying in your season, because it is Satan's duty to knock you off course, knock you off track, set you back, take you outside of God's will, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to encourage you as I encourage myself. If you know what God has told you to do it. Because you shouldn't be toiling. You shouldn't be going back and forth with a decision of whether or not you should do something, whether you shouldn't do something. You need to know for sure. And if you don't know for sure, then you haven't heard him clearly, you need to go back to him. You fast and pray about it. Actually take time to sit and listen, listen to hear what he is saying. And as I'm telling y'all that, I'm telling myself that too, because that's what I need to do. It's just like I want to hear his audible voice. Like all this waiting, I don't want to keep waiting. Like when I pray a prayer, I want to hear an automatic answer. So I've just been, being intentional about getting into the word more, spending time with him, not listening to too many people. But when he gives a word from different people, of course it's going to be at the right time or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. I just had to come back and say that because it ain't all, well, for me it isn't always a cakewalk. But why is it so hard to rest though? It's just because I haven't fully surrendered. That's what it is. I haven't fully surrendered. Like my mouth surrendered, but my heart hasn't fully surrendered because I'm looking at everything with the natural eye. But I won't allow what I see to hinder what I believe. No. Okay, that's all I got for now. I'm gonna be trying to be all consistent and stuff. God, like, I'm doing what you're supposed to do, Big Daddy God. What you waiting on? What are you waiting on? But anyway, y'all, be encouraged.